Okay, it's recording. So, hey, welcome back to another episode of Mind Mantra, where we bring up influencers and entrepreneurs to share their journey with us. Today, we have Asad Shah with us, guys. Thank you so much, Asad,
Hello.
for coming on our show. And there's a big following of you in India as well as all around the world. So I want you to just give a brief description of yours to our followers.
Thank you so much for inviting me to your show. I'm happy to be here.
So, Asad, first thing is that you are right now. I have seen that you are very prominent on Instagram. Is there any
Yeah.
other social media platform which you use very prominently, and you are going on that thing, and you are putting your content out there?
I started off on Snapchat. So I used to just take my phone, look at my face in the camera, and just speak to myself. My Snapchat videos were really cringy, like just really bad. It was so bad, but it gave me experience to speak to the camera. Now, if you give me the camera, I will literally speak to it forever, right? I'm not going to feel uncomfortable at all. So I started off on Snapchat, but I didn't have a following there. It's just something I use just to kind of update my family and my friends and add people on. And then Instagram, I jumped on Instagram. Instagram, when I had my business, my e-commerce store, it was generating most of the money. Everything was coming from Instagram, and it was a bit weird how that would work. Like I'm on YouTube, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Facebook. Why is it that Instagram is where all the revenue is coming in? So for that reason, I just fell in love with Instagram. I learned how to growth hack, looks good on Instagram. I put my research into it. And for that reason, I'm at the moment just on Instagram. I do want to kind of diversify where my team and I we're working on LinkedIn at the moment, see if we can post some content in there and TikTok as well, maybe.
Oh, great, great. Right now, TikTok is a big issue, or I say
Massive
topic in India.
issue.
Yeah, so there's a controversy going on YouTube versus TikTok. I don't know if you know that thing, but yeah, it's
Oh
huge
no, wait,
right
tell
now.
me tell me about that. What do you mean? TikTok versus YouTube, what's going on?
Some punks they have taken out that we are the superior as a platform. We as a creator are superior on YouTube. YouTubers are doing that, and so all the big guys with 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 millions are in the fight.
No way.
So they are just messing up
Oh,
with each
that's
other.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Obviously, YouTube is a bit harder to kind of grow on. TikTok has more organic reach, but they're still both creative platforms, so it'll be interesting to see which way it kind of rolls.
The thing is in India, the content on TikTok is way far away from the being creative.
Oh,
It's
yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
that's the problem. That's the problem. So first, we'll start the first thing with that. I want to know from where you are coming, how you started this thing, and why are you here? Why are you doing digital marketing, or why are you doing the Facebook or Instagram marketing? Why is that?
Okay. So, like I mentioned, I used to have a e-commerce store, right? It was a lifestyle brand, more towards the Arabic lifestyle. I sell niche, very niche Arabic clothing that you won't even get in Arabic stores. I was selling online because no one was selling online. My main kind of love doesn't come in marketing, it's more branding, right? And obviously branding is just part of marketing, so I'm more of a branding guy. I remember when bought my first ever domain name. I think I was like 17 years old, and I just set it up. It wasn't a good website, it was literally just a landing page, but as a 17-year-old I set it up and I had my own website, and I sent it to my mom and my friends and everyone. It was just like I had a good feeling, like, oh, I've created something, you know. And there's no way you can tell that this has cost £5 or 500 rupees, or it's cost, £5,000, right? There's no way to tell. When it comes
Yeah,
to brand, if you're a good artist, you don't know how much that's cost. So that's like my main kind of um dopamine. That's where I get all my rush from, right? And I create something and I can convert nothing into something, which led me to my lifestyle brand. I made my website look like it's cost 20, 30,000 pounds to make. That's a lot of money. But this was early days of Shopify. No one knew about Shopify at that time. So as you know, I think you know about Shopify, right?
I started in 2016.
There you go. So there you go. You know about Shopify, right? You know you've got what 4 years of experience in Shopify. You know that you can make an amazing looking website on Shopify. You can have an online store. Kylie Jenner uses Shopify. DJ Khaled uses Shopify. Tesla uses Shopify. Like all these big companies. Now you can't tell in someone who spent £30,000 and someone who spent someone like me who's just set it up for free, right? It's a
Yeah,
free kind of template, and we spent like 30, 40 hours fixing it, and it's costing us like £30 a month. There's no difference. So Shopify kicked in, and obviously to generate sales, I'm on Instagram. I'm using the branding. I put a nice logo. I made my Instagram look special, maintain that brand. And with consistency, you look like, okay, this looks like a £500,000 a year company or £1 million company, when really it's just me and my pirated version of Photoshop, you know?
I get it. I get it. Everyone starts, so I say even I'm stuck with the pirated version of Photoshop right now. That's the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, now I don't use pirated because right now at this moment I'm running a social media agency. So our clients come in, our clients
Yeah,
pay us a lot. So if my clients found out that we're using pirated versions, then they would get sued, we would get sued, and it'll all just be really bad.
yeah.
So unfortunately now I have to pay Adobe's full price. It's not nice. I'll still want to go back, but it's kind of have to do it,
We are thankful to the law and order in India for that. It's
right?
fine. So, because we have a very limited time right now, we will jump in the first section of the show, which is my favorite, basically the fear. So the fear of social media, or I say the fear on social media. So Asad, what do you think, what is the first fear you can recall when we are talking about social media, which you had in past, or you have, or like you think that is the biggest thing which have stopped, or you have worked on it? What was that?
Uh, it happened to me recently, actually. I had between businesses, as you know, business takes money. You need money to make money. And between businesses, sometimes I don't have money, so I'm stuck. So I'd go do a job. Last time I worked was a few years ago now, and it was just a weekend job at like a menswear. It was suits and wedding clothes and stuff like that, formal attire. And I was working there on the weekend. um, Worked there for like a year, business kicking again, so went back into business. And recently I went back. This was about 6 7 months ago, and I remember old colleagues, and my Instagram wasn't as big as it is now. When I used to work at Slater's, that's what the shop is called.
Okay.
So when I went back, my old colleagues, they were like, "Oh, Asad, what are you doing, man? What's this Instagram about? Like, why are you on there making videos and stuff like that?" So for me, the biggest fear has been, and I know it might sound silly, but it's always been like, meeting up with people in my old life. When I say old life, I mean you live a different kind of life with who you are, right? So I'm different with my mom, I'm different with my friends, I'm different with my old colleagues, my new colleagues might be different, my business partners are different, my clients are different. So I'm living so many different lives. So for me, if I meet up with someone from a previous life before I was Instagram, I'm not famous, but it's something I'm putting a lot of effort, and it's something that's weird, right? It's still weird. Like, it's not normal for you to go out and just make content for free to push it out there, because people think you're doing it for the attention. And yes, I am doing it for the attention, but you convert attention into money. Like, that's the whole point. Marketing is get attention, convert to profit. So my main fear is literally just having to explain to someone, especially if they're narrow-minded, why I'm an attention seeker and why it's okay to be an attention seeker, because that's what I do. It's marketing.
I totally get this point, because a lot of people, they don't understand the motive or the why we are doing this thing. They just see that it's a free platform and you have a lot of
Yeah,
time and you are just posting some videos which they don't understand, and they just
exactly.
they have that thing. Okay, new generation, they have something in their pocket they will do for the time. But that's a great thing to know that okay, at 20K you had this thing and you are very very open that okay, I have this thing. Because the fear of acceptance, I feel that is the thing that we can say here. as a small creator, I say, I'm not a creator basically. As a small marketer, I say, or other small creators, that's the biggest thing. They don't come out, or they don't talk what they wanted to. Because I have a question, very specific question on this thing also. We'll go on the first thing, which is the base of every social media fear, I say, which is
Okay.
everyone gives you the excuse, or if you ask why you're not there, why you're not doing content, I am, I have the fear of camera. I
Ah,
hope you
okay.
have heard that a lot.
Yeah, it's fear, but I think people just also waste time on camera as well. No one's scared of the camera. Everyone looks at themselves in the mirror. Everyone goes on
Exactly.
camera, but it's just with that content, they're just too shy to post it to everyone.
Exactly. So that's the second point which I wanted to. So what do you do? Like you believe, I believe that thing. That's what the thing. Do you believe that it's not just the fear of camera? It's a fear of getting rejections, not getting accepted, or not getting a lot of engagement, or not getting that support from the community or outside the community for their content, and that's why they are just putting it that I have a
Yeah.
fear of camera. And what do you think that is the right approach, or right mindset for this thing, that they should go and, okay, it's not the camera which is stopping me, it's me which is stopping me from putting or making that video? What will you say about this thing, or your tip?
Um, okay, so obviously, I'm just an aspiring entrepreneur. I'm learning marketing. I wouldn't even class myself as a marketeer. I'm still early stages. Like for me, I know Instagram, but I'm learning every day ads. I'm learning Facebook ads, and it's every day is a learning for me. And I'm definitely not a psychologist. And it seems like this question is more catered towards human psychology.
Yeah.
You know, so honestly, I have no idea. Like, how does someone fix that? Does he just accept it? Like, oh yeah, I'm actually scared of camera, and then does he force himself to do it? Does she put extra makeup on? Does she stop caring about people? What does he do? I'm guessing it's probably going to be different for everyone. For
Yeah.
me, we know, like I said, when I went back to Slater's, and my colleague said it actually affected me. Like, I didn't post anything for a month. You can go see on my Instagram now. It actually affected me. I didn't know it was affecting me. So for me personally, I had to realize that, okay, you know what he said, it doesn't mean shit. Like, it's not like he was just joking around, but it's just, it triggered something in my mind. Like, okay, why am I doing this? I had to realize, okay, remind myself as to why I'm doing it, and realize that what he says, he's not even an expert in the field. Like, he doesn't even have Instagram himself, or what it is. And just recognize why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then just restart with my intentions. Why did I start? Okay, because I started because I wanted to build a brand and give value to people, and then ultimately charge people who can afford to pay for my services, right? That's my main goal. So yeah, it was just a matter of recalibrating why I did it and go back to the roots.
I think that's the base of every single situation like this, and that I think that will work for most of them. It's like, obviously they have to go and deep down, they have to dig in, and they have to find their own particular problem. Okay, I have the problem of acceptance or something, but yeah, that's the base. They have to realize, they have to be aware that, okay, I'm getting affected with this thing, and it's not the camera which is basically affecting. I think that's the perfect answer for this thing. uh, Another question followed up with this, I feel that again, so once you have, you are okay with the camera, we are fine with the camera, people, as I see you, okay, I have a lot of, I know a lot of influencers and a lot of marketers in India. I never interviewed them because I don't feel like it's worth. Like, why? Because people, they talk about, usually, what I believe is, you have a style, you don't read out something, you don't go and take a definition and explain it in a video. That's not your way, and that's what I like. If you have something, it's a word, and you actually go and tell something which is you are doing, or you would do, or which helps, not something that, okay, this is a word on internet and we take it and we put a content. So why first thing is, why people the budding marketers or the creators, be it any field, why they try to copy, or why they do the conventional way, which they think that someone hit a million views, I will do the same topic or I do the same content. And they don't eventually, they don't. That's the thing. And
Yeah.
so why they don't do that, or you feel that why should they not do that? And is putting your voice makes a change? What do you think?
I think there's on Instagram, right? You can see how many likes you've got, how many comments people are getting, and how many views people get. I can't see anymore because Instagram's upgraded their
Yeah, in
their
UK
software.
and
So
Australia, yeah.
I can't. So it's at a bit of a disadvantage, right? For me, I don't care about my likes and stuff. I want to see other people's likes and stuff. Why? Because I want to look at someone's profile. I want to see. Okay, this guy is just got 1,000 likes on this photo or this video. He's getting 3,000 likes on this video. He's getting 2,000 likes on this video, and then suddenly I spot his video and he's got 40,000 likes. Right? I'm thinking, hold on, he only gets between 1 to 5,000 likes. Why has he got 10,000 likes on this one? There's something special about this. Now, Instagram's algorithm, it works in a very special way. It's very accurate. It is very accurate. Facebook spend millions on this, if not billions, like on perfecting the algorithm, you know. So the algorithm doesn't lie. If someone's getting 40,000 likes when they usually only get 5,000 or 1,000, that means people like that, whatever that is that they've made. Now we need to see why that's successful and understand the market. Marketing is all about understanding. Marketing is obviously, you got to understand the market, like what people like, what people want. So it's okay to go to your competitors or go to your inspiration or go to people above you to see, okay, what's working well for them and what's not working well for them. There's no point of reinventing the wheel. Just see what's working and try to do more of that. Now, the problem is just copying and just sticking to that, right? You want to see what they're doing just for inspiration, right? You don't want to copy exactly. Oh, you don't want to copy exactly what they're doing. You want to see what works and then try to kind of understand the market and feed the market for what it's hungry, right? Feed the people. If, for example, I made a post about palm trees and that's got 40,000 likes, and I usually make content about just plants. So plants, again, only 1,000 likes, but palm trees got 40,000 likes. Why is it? Try to understand why is it that people have liked this palm tree photo or this palm tree video. When you understand that, now you want to make more content based around that assumption and see which one works. It's always trial and error. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. The more data you have, the better it is. But don't just copy, right? If you copy, fine. Okay, it's okay to copy once, but then learn from it and improve into your own kind of do your own thing.
Yeah, like, is it like when we are okay, I believe in taking inspiration or going and seeing. I have seen, like, I literally follow you and I see, okay, these kind of content works, even I do those things. Okay, but the thing is, if people are copying, uh, which eventually is not will be helping them to build a brand of themselves. They can get the likes, or the numbers can go up for that video, for that particular topic, but the impact of their brand is not going to be there on internet. Is it so?
Yeah. Um, no, I think so. Your question is, if you copy, you won't have a brand of yourselves. I think depending on what you're copying.
Okay.
If I want to copy Apple exactly and my logo is an Apple, my products are all the Apple products, then yes, I haven't done anything. But I can copy just one aspect of Apple. I can copy their phones exactly. But everything else about my business is completely different. Brand is customer journey, how someone
Okay.
feels when they purchase from you, when they visit your store, or when they come on your Instagram, or when they talk to you, get emails from you. That's brand. It's encompassing everything. So if you're copying one aspect of something, it doesn't mean that your brand is completely non-existent. You could actually copy someone and get better results than them because maybe you're better at ads or you're better at email targeting. So someone like you can look at my content, you can literally copy exactly what I'm saying, just change the colors a little bit, obviously use your voice, change the music, but the content is exactly the same. But coincidentally, you're just better at funnels, right? You're better at SEO, you're better at email marketing. So even though you copy me, you've been able to distribute that content way better than me. And now you have 20 million followers and I'm still stuck at 20K. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, branding is just a bit more. So I guess it's in answer to your question, you can probably still copy someone as long as you run the other side of your business in a unique way, or there's something unique about you, your brand will still go up.
That's a really great insight for me also. Coming to the best part of this thing, followers. So first thing,
Okay.
is there any difference in your content when you didn't had 20K and having a 20K? Like when having 5, 2, 3, 4, 5K and now at 20K, is there any difference you see in your journey and your content?
Oh, that's a really good question. It's tricky as well. Yes, of course, there's a difference, but I wouldn't say the difference is linked to the number of followers I have,
Okay.
because for me, growth is more important than followers. So I remember the day when I had like 3K followers and I'm growing and like 1,000 new followers a week. And I was like, whoa, this is sick. So for me, the number of followers didn't matter. The growth mattered. The progress mattered. As long as I had some sort of progress, I was happy to improve my content, spend hours on my content and going forward. But right now, my growth has kind of plateaued. I'm still growing, but it's not like 1,000 a week anymore. It's probably like 500 a week now, or maybe even less. Um, I'm not spending that much on ads. I'm focusing more on my current followers. So because growth isn't there, I'm not thinking, okay, I need to make more content. Now my focus is I need to make a product that I can sell. I'm
Okay.
working on a course right now and then other things. I don't mean to sell on your podcast, but yeah, there's a couple of things I'm working on, and my
Uh,
focus is just to figure the business side of things.
like it's okay if you want to like come out with that. I'm pretty much okay with that thing
It's fine.
because
Thank you very much.
I have been inactive from last 5 months, I think so. So uh,
Okay.
it was due to my exams, but yeah, after Feb, I have been a lot inactive on my profile, and I don't have a lot of followers. I just have some 16 to 1700 followers, and they are pretty good followers, which I say. And this is the whole thing which I'm following right now. I'm working on the business part right now, rather than on the content, or I say on the so I'm creating the products. I'm investing in my skills, in the courses, and creating my own courses on my ways. So what
Nice.
what what do you think that, okay, just I bring this thing, like, is there any point, like, for me, I didn't believe that my followers are going to put and mark and then I will create some course or something, because I'm in this journey from last as a digital marketer. I'm in journey from last 4 years, and as in entrepreneurship I'm in 6 years. And I was like, for me, followers are not just the parameter to come up with something valuable. So do you think
Okay.
monetizing your brand it needs a number of followers, or you can monetize it at any time, or there is a specific time you should monetize? What do you think?
Okay. This is probably going to be the last question I answer because
Yeah,
I have to shoot
sure,
off.
sure, sure, no
Um,
problem.
but yeah, just to summarize your question, if someone wants to monetize, obviously everyone wants to monetize,
Yeah.
but when do you monetize? Can you do it at 0 followers? Do you have to wait till you get 1 million followers? Um, so business is for business people. Same way art is for artists and writing books is for authors. You're good at what you do. Business is a skill, right? You can get better at business, but your profession is a business. You're a businessman, and including in your job description as a businessman or a businesswoman is to be able to make the right decisions at the right time. And that has got to be part of your brand, right? So if, for example, I'm running a how to get followers, obviously I can't start charging people if I have 500 followers, right? It doesn't work like that. I have to build to a certain level before I get some social proof, some authority is the key word here. Get some authority, and then, okay, this is what I've done for myself. This is what I can do for you. So in that case, in this particular business, followers are really important, right? It's proof. You
Yeah.
can get me followers. Okay, let me see how many followers you have. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't even have followers. Or I can say, yeah, I'll get you the blue tick, but although I don't have blue tick myself, so I can't promise to get you blue tick. I don't even know how to get it for myself, right? So it all depends on the situation. If you're going to open a what's the business called when you sell plants? I don't know, a nursery. I don't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
When you
yeah,
sell
yeah, yeah.
nursery, right? So you're going to sell plants online. You're going to sell bonsai trees and little plants that people can grow. For that, you don't need to wait till you get 1,000. You can literally start a Shopify store selling plants, and a parallel to that Shopify store, you got an Instagram, right? And your Instagram is on 0 followers, but you're already selling before you even started marketing. You
Yeah,
have to have the product before you sell. So it all depends on what you're doing. As an Instagram person selling followers, it's not selling followers, but marketing people, marketing for people, you need to have some level of followers yourself before you can sell the service. You need proof. But if you're selling a product, or you're selling books, or you're selling plants, or whatever it is you're selling, you don't need followers to sell. You need a product first. You have your product, you have your store ready to go. And now you say, okay, now I need to get people to come to my store. So then you run ads and whatever, you start to build your Instagram, you make a new TikTok, you make a new LinkedIn if you need. And then obviously you start at zero, right? Actually, you're starting in the minuses actually, because you're starting to sell before you even have an account.
yeah. So okay, so I hope, like as Asad told us, he don't have a lot of time. So I hope that I will be able to get you more time someday, and we'll do a second episode of this thing for sure. I have a lot of questions, and I'm looking forward to that at some day. But it's okay if, like, for today, if it is not working. But thank you so much, Asad, for coming here. And I'm telling you, for me it has been, I had a particular like thing set up in mind, and in 2 or 3 questions, now I have a broader vision or perspective to see that thing. So thank you so much for that
Thank you very
thing,
much, man.
man.
You can
And
say that, but I can't take credit for that. That's you and your intelligence that has. I'm just telling you my research. So I'm humbled. It's all thanks to you that you've took away something from this conversation.
I think that's you being humble right now, because you are sharing your experience with all of us, and that's a great thing for that. Thank you so much, Asad, for coming. Guys, if you want to follow Asad, please go and follow him. It's on Instagram as Mr. Asad Shah, me as Brand with A, or Aditya Parik, and see you in the next episode of Mind Mantra. That's it for today, guys.